name's Tex Murphy. I'm a small-time private investigator in the big city of New San Francisco. But my office isn't in the glamour districts. It's in the run-down, mutant part of the city, close to Coit Tower. A place they've been refurbishing for years, but it never seems to improve. I've cracked some pretty big cases over the years. You may even have heard of me. But I don't do much investigating anymore.
What year do you think it is?
Are you serious?
Whoever did this to you could have wiped your memory entirely, but they didn't.
I'm a big fan of forgiving and forgetting. Mostly forgetting.
Do you have disturbingly realistic, vivid dreams of another era?
Whatever happened to that big, lovable moron?
If I'd asked you that 2 days ago, you would have punched me in the face.
Maybe I should punch you now. Might jog both our memories.
Nice. Classic Tex Murphy.
I don't know what kind of bastard I turned into.
It's one of the great mysteries. Tesla conducted an experiment and it nearly took out a whole chunk of New York City.
Man has created hell on Earth, and the longer man exists, the further he descends from the wisdom and discernment needed to overcome the darkness.
What's the big deal with the Tesla inventions? I mean, there must be some reason they were never made.
Nikola Tesla was a genius. The FBI just swooped in and confiscated all his papers, and the Tesla cash just disappeared.
This is what Tesla intended.
Can't really remember why I became a PI. Maybe because I believed in its code of honor. But even a set of principles can slowly slip from your grasp. Temptations become obsessions. Each day, innocence fades, and your character weakens.
Man, you gotta hold it together.
I can't.
You gotta tell me where the egg is.
I'm trying.
Everything has led to this.
My name's Tex Murphy. I'm a small-time private investigator in the big city of New San Francisco. But my office isn't in the glamour districts. It's in the run-down, mutant part of the city, close to Coit Tower. A place they've been refurbishing for years, but it never seems to improve. I've cracked some pretty big cases over the years. You may even have heard of me. But I don't do much investigating anymore.
What year do you think it is?
Are you serious?
Whoever did this to you could have wiped your memory entirely, but they didn't.
I'm a big fan of forgiving and forgetting. Mostly forgetting.
Do you have disturbingly realistic, vivid dreams of another era?
Whatever happened to that big, lovable moron?
If I'd asked you that 2 days ago, you would have punched me in the face.
Maybe I should punch you now. Might jog both our memories.
Nice. Classic Tex Murphy.
I don't know what kind of bastard I turned into.
It's one of the great mysteries. Tesla conducted an experiment and it nearly took out a whole chunk of New York City.
Man has created hell on Earth, and the longer man exists, the further he descends from the wisdom and discernment needed to overcome the darkness.
What's the big deal with the Tesla inventions? I mean, there must be some reason they were never made.
Nikola Tesla was a genius. The FBI just swooped in and confiscated all his papers, and the Tesla cash just disappeared.
This is what Tesla intended.
Can't really remember why I became a PI. Maybe because I believed in its code of honor. But even a set of principles can slowly slip from your grasp. Temptations become obsessions. Each day, innocence fades, your character weakens.
Mantis, you gotta hold it together.
I can't.
You gotta tell me where the egg is.
I'm trying.
Everything has led to this.
My name's Tex Murphy. I'm a small-time private investigator in the big city of New San Francisco. My office isn't in the glamour districts. It's in the run-down, mutant part of the city, close to Coit Tower. A place they've been refurbishing for years, but it never seems to improve. I've cracked some pretty...
Hey yo. There we go. Microphones, check. Let's see if there's a game coming on. There it is, Atlas. That's an old developer. So, third playthrough or play session of Tesla Effect, a Tex Murphy adventure. I'm just gonna try to do a little experiment. Nah, looks like it's good. Audio output. That's just basically the same, right? Does not matter. Here we go. Remove and remove. There we go. Oh yeah, I turned the volume way down because we were in the sewers yesterday and they were noisy. And I had some questions from Gaming Guard or comments that I needed to address. So yeah. Last time we were giving access to the sewer and we just went straight in there. I guess no point in fluffing about. So, let's see if not we can complete Tesla Effect over the next 3 hours. Let's play. Everything looks like it should be. Oh yeah, here they are a bit loud. Let's deal with that. Maybe a bit too much. And this was the thing I was trying to fix so I could adjust the audio while watching it. But here we are. Okay, down the sewers we go. There's a fire inside. Oh, come back, cursor. There's a fire in the sewer. Wall of mystery. Your wall of mystery. Is that the sound of something suspicious? Oh, hello. Are you dangerous? What is even going on here? I must be perfectly honest, I really don't appreciate my adventure game going full on amnesia mode. We touched a bit of that yesterday, but one of the golden rules in the old adventure games was that you couldn't die, because if you can die, you start to play conservatively, start to play carefully, and then you don't go out and explore. And in adventure games, you need to explore. I cannot describe how not fun this is. For a story-driven game, what's the story? Do I even need to be here? What am I looking for?
Lies buried.
What happened to the audio?
The name on the back of the card struck a chord inside my head, but I didn't know why. But 30 minutes later, I found myself standing outside an old warehouse in Chinatown known as the Blue Dragon. The place felt strangely familiar, and I want to find out why.
Well, at least we are out of the sewers.
Are your memories returning? Do you now see the seeds of your betrayal?
Oh.
Your fate is to burn in the depths of hell.
That looks nothing like a plastic gun.
Even for a dog like you.
We need to fix the audio. Why is that so low suddenly? Oh, the green screen effect. Why is this game so sloppy? Well, at least it's not noisy anymore.
This'll help me out.
That was okay.
Sure use this. Use this piece. Ditch me like that again, you might end up dead.
So now you threaten me, Mr. Donnelly. Make up your mind. Are you here to protect me or kill me?
I'm not the one you have to worry about, Princess. You have no idea who's after you.
Let's get my snag on. Okay.
Another piece. Got it. Another piece.
Just give us the girl. Take the 50 G's and head back to New York. Easy peasy.
Lemon
Yeah,
squeezy.
leave the treasure of the Tsar to you upstanding citizens? Nice try.
Yeah, just like Alibaba and the 40 Thieves, right? I didn't think you believed in fairy tales, Donnelly.
You can pay me 50 grand for the girl, but if you want the egg, I already told you she doesn't have it. Still, 50 grand is 50 grand.
Buy me White Russian, let's talk further.
Use this piece. This'll help me out.
You seem so sure, but I have no idea what's going on.
Sure use this. This'll help me out.
Did you see them? Do they know that I'm on the train?
I did see them, but they're searching the train slowly. First two aren't a problem, but the third man, he's a real hard case. I didn't get a good look at him, but he's trouble.
So we're trapped.
Not yet. I need to check something out. You wait here and lock the door. Don't open it for anyone, not even me.
Aha.
Another piece.
So are we going back to your hotel?
No time, sweetheart. Yang's gonna collect our stuff and keep it at the Blue Dragon till we come back for it.
What about my egg?
Well, which one? We got a regular chicken farm around here.
I don't care about the copper egg.
Well, Tesla cares about it, and unlike you, he's paying me. The copper egg's at the Ritz, where no one can find it except me.
And my Fabergé egg?
We'll talk about that on the train, so let's get a move on before we miss it. Another piece. Well, this envelope's dated. Another piece. Another piece. Use this piece. We're about to be Drygold, so hurry it up, Princess.
Would you quit calling me that? I am going as fast as I can.
We gotta get some distance between us and the Three Stooges.
You don't even know where we are. We are in the middle of nowhere.
Darling, that is the least of our problems. Now move! To J.T. Donnelly, my favorite stuntman at Saddle Pal, signed Gene Autry. What is going on here?
Okay. Well, let's find the edges first. Oh, we can rotate. Oh, dang it. Okay. We have a face. You have another face. What even is this? Is this legs? An arm? There's some fingers there. Well, these two go together. Yep. that ain't helping much. There we go. Nah, not really. Maybe this is part of something. This looks like a hand in a pocket, I guess it. Okay, I guess this is it. Okay, let's give it another go. What? You split it up? You maniac. Okay, if you're gonna split up, then at least tell me how many pieces are there. Travel to 3 cards. Alright. Did 3 midnight?
This Russian woman has to be connected with Ariel and the White Guard movement. I feel like this isn't directly related to my case at the moment, yet somehow it'll shortly weave together. This warehouse must have been used by J.T. Donnelly, but what's the connection between the Romanovs and Tesla? Clues all happened 100 years ago, but they feel like my own memories. That thought gives me an eerie chill that's haunting and disturbing beyond words. Just then, I get a call from Archie who says he has a lead and I should come over.
That's also interesting, to not say, I'll go as far as say
well, I gotta get back to my case. Maybe Archie Ellis has more information about Margaret Leonard for me.
I think that's bad game design, that when you go in the cutscene he says, oh, I got a call. Why don't you get a call that says, hey, come here? Because otherwise I would have been stuck there. And then it tore off my...
So have you heard any more about the Tesla cache or Margaret Leonard? I mean, if she can't fix it, how are you going to get your memory back?
It's not just my memory, it's my life I want back.
Those Morlocks, I think that there's a connection between them and Margaret Leonard. I mean, see, the other day when you got knocked out, Margaret was in your apartment, right? The Morlock hunters told me they'd never seen so many Morlocks around Chandler Avenue. They said it was like something or someone was drawing them there. I mean, no one knows what they were doing around here. They were scattered after Margaret died. Now the hunters say that quite a few of them have been showing up in one particular area outside the city. I got a location for you.
Yay. Why do you sound so sad?
So who is Margaret Leonard, really? Is she a modern Dr. Mengele experimenting on damaged human beings for her own gratification? And why is she the critical key to my world over the last 7 years? My head's still spinning when I spot the location, 200 feet below me.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Of course, I've always got a bad feeling about this. Could you just go ahead and place me in a hard case?
It's a plank.
You should walk it. I thought of something. It's also really annoying that I can't place pieces more outside of the Oh, did it keep those two together? Why didn't it keep my guy together? That was the other piece that made up his face. There it is. I found out that this is skip button, so let's freaking fucking skip it.
This photo must be over 100 years old. It shows Nikola Tesla, another man, and a woman who looks strikingly similar to the woman on my VidPhone messages. You know, I've always thought that wood is a key ingredient to starting any fire. Bucket of nails is always helpful when you want to fix something. Yeah, it's an Ultra Pro 900 lock. I'll need to find the key before I can open this, and it's probably in the house. That man over there could be Mantis.
What man?
Looks like I'll need 5 planks, a hammer, and some nails if I'm going to repair this ladder. Why does this have to be so heavy? Nice. Someone's watching. Now I could use that.
Water surrounding the house is extremely toxic. Avoid stepping in it.
Thanks for the warning.
Whoa. There is someone or something on the other side of this stream. I wonder if it's Mantis. I need to be careful. Sounds like he's in a homicidal mood. Part of the bridge has collapsed, and I shouldn't even think about trying to swim across that water. I'm not sure that man is friend or foe.
He's probably an enemy since...
That might come in handy.
he's a CG character, and they have all been enemies so far.
Man, I have an eerie feeling I'm being watched.
You know, like by this guy? How many planks did we need? 5, right?
Looks like I'll need 5 planks, a hammer, and some nails if I'm going to repair this ladder. Nice stretched texture there. No problem. Ah, here we are. Listen, handy. Looks like I'll need 5 planks, a hammer, and some nails if I...
5 planks.
That's not right.
Some things are separate for a reason. Are you trying to make an interocitor? Because you're failing. I gotta admit, sometimes when you play God, things turn out okay.
Oh, that was the other words. Okay. Well, we can use that.
Dear God.
Why does he react like that when I solve the puzzle?
No, I fixed it, and it appears to be some sort of ladder. Part of the bridge is collapsed, and I shouldn't even...
Yeah, you better run. Say what?
Sign says the water's toxic, but how dangerous could it be?
Has there ever been a bigger idiot than you?
How couldn't you not reach that?
Locked. There's a card reader on the side of the front door. I'll need to use an RFID card before I can enter. Milk drinkers? Man, that explains a lot. This card could be used to get in the front door.
Oh, really? Oh, boo.
Who are you?
You always yell at people?
I'm a Morlock hunter. Hunter. Let's go get those bastards. Liar! Liar!
Oh shit, fuck.
Look, there's no need for name-calling, okay, or a flesh tearing off.
Ah! Fred! Slade! Killer!
Slade? Are you talking Big Jim Slade?
Get it out of my head!
So, maybe some medication for you?
Help me! Slade! Die! Die!
Kids. They never shut the door when they go out to play. That must be Mantis, and my guess is Margaret Leonard left some medication to control his affliction somewhere in the swamp house. Ah, the XBR 1000 greenhouse light. It sure grows plants fast, but the FDA banned them because of excess radiation. Looks like there could be something hiding underneath this dirt. Hey, not even Sam Spade had a spade like this. Perfect for gardening. And it's a big sack of seeds.
Seeds? Yeah, if you say so.
Yep, garden shears are perfect for trimming grass, bushes, or stubborn branches.
Oh, seeds.
I wonder if there's a way to get these valerian flowers to grow quickly.
There is. Just children. You also children.
You know, I'm no geologist, but I think that's a rock.
Ah.
Ah, the XBR 1000 greenhouse light. It sure grows plants fast. It ain't banned because of excess radiation. Looks like there could be something hiding underneath this dirt.
Do you want me to use the seeds on the dirt?
Well, that won't work. Man, I don't even know what I was trying to do. Palm trees are a nice touch.
There you are. Wanna cut them down?
That accomplished nothing. Palm trees are a nice touch. You know, couches are really pointless unless there's a TV.
Why does that slide back? Doesn't matter. Huh?
The cabinet lock is broken, so I'll need to find another way to open it. The zipper on this cushion's stuck. I'll need something to help me open. That was a waste of time.
Not quite sure what that did. But it did something.
It's a pot for planting seeds.
Aha!
I doubt Margaret even read all these books.
Hmm.
It's a safe lock, and I'll need a key to open it.
Don't have a key.
Well, I know tongs are great for pulling my chestnuts out of the fire. Ashtray. Yummy. This key belongs to an Ultra Pro 900 lock.
Okay, well. Code 226.
Oh, I love sticky notes, and I just used my last one. Wait, something's written on this one. Whoa, that's one old vid phone. It's got a message on it, but I'll need to get Margaret's voicemail number to listen to it.
Okay.
It's an empty vial.
First message. Margaret, we followed your instructions and combined the valerian flower petals with alcohol in a vial, placed it in the chemical mixer, then administered the serum to the subjects via syringe. However, this only momentarily suppressed rage in the Morlocks. There needs to be a more permanent solution.
There are no more messages.
Flower petals, alcohol. Placed in a mixer.
Another table. Oops. Yeah, talking to myself again. Oh, someone's writing their letter to Santa early this year. Mike and Ike Hammer Candy Comic. Double Fudge Indemnity. I'll put this in my comic book rack back at the office.
We'll do that.
Ah, it's open to the centerfold. I never cared for pliers. Got lots of bad dental memories. Like an Ike Hammer. Sucker's game.
Well, now we got the key for the... We saw everything in here, right? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, there's more to this world than meets the eye. Well, another matchbook to add to my collection. Very handy when you're venturing into public bathrooms.
Might as well go out and play with Mr. Locke.
Nice place to sit.
Alcohol.
Is this? It is. It's actual moonshine.
I know what you're thinking, and that's not a good idea.
Oh, it's C4 chewing gum. Stuff packs quite a wallop, but it is grape. I love grape flavor. On second thought, I better find another use for this.
Really? Well.
Looks like the shed Grandpa Murphy used to keep his moonshine business in.
Well, he did have a moonshine. Okay, well. Let's see if we can make that antidote. We need some flower leaves. So, combine the pot with the seeds?
What crime against humanity have you created?
The XBR 1000 light shines brightest right here.
Well, go pot.
I need something to cut off a valerian blossom from this plant. Well, that might come in handy.
Oh, they just disappear.
That accomplished nothing. Yeah, I expect to hear "Feed me, Seymour" at any moment from this plant.
Okay. Then we combined the plant with the vial.
I gotta admit, sometimes when you play God, things turn out okay.
And with some alcohol.
Ding, 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 ding! We have a winner!
So what now?
I need to place this in a chemical mixer to create medicine for Mantis.
Where do we have a mixer? Trapdoor. Okay.
Maybe try something else.
Okay. What else we need? What do we need to do?
You know, I love secret doors, and something in this room must trigger it open.
Open closet door in upstairs bedroom. I'll find that.
I bet this could increase my defense by +5. Grapple arm? I've always wanted one of these. They're good for reaching items just out of my grasp or in a dangerous situation. Sign says the water's toxic, but how dangerous could it be?
Has there ever been a bigger idiot than you?
cabinet. Wow.
Maybe that was a little overkill, but was effective. I'm sure Thor's big hammer here could straighten a few things out. I doubt Margaret even read all these books. That's not right.
Well, I guess so.
Books, more books. I doubt Margaret even read all these books.
No, it's a cow's head, but that doesn't belong there. Okay, so I think this one goes over here. And this one or actually this one goes on top. Now I can't get this shit out. Fuck it. Stuff like that's annoying.
Trying to do. I bet this could increase.
To get broken cork from wall panel in library. What wall panel?
Books, books, and more books. Books, books, and more books. Books, books, and more books.
Okay, let's do something else. Open the trapdoor. Library, move bullseye. Rock to receive trapdoor. In library, move the tree sarcophagus and so the arrow points toward the center of the room. Aha! Do that.
Something big just moved, and there's smoke coming out from behind the panel. I need to unscrew that cog from the wall before... Looks like the panel on the wall controls the secret panel on the floor. Unfortunately, the cog's broken. I'll need to repair it.
Use firewood in the fireplace in the library. You can do that.
Looks like I'll need some firewood.
Exactly.
I need matches. Well, maybe I should get something to place the cog in the fire with besides my hand. Maybe try something out.
I gotta admit, sometimes when you play God, things turn out okay.
In this state, the cog is quite malleable. I'll need to find some tools to shape it. The cog's fixed and ready to be put back.
Oh boy. What is that?
That Morlock hologram kills anyone who gets too close to the door. You need to find a way to short-circuit him.
A hologram can kill you? Like, since when? This is just stupid.
It's a card reader, and I'll need the electricity to be on for it to work. This cellar door has a card reader on the side. This cellar door has a card reader on it. Something tells me no.
Okay.
It's a safe key.
So you think it's safe to use?
The picture looks similar to the one downstairs, except the one downstairs had 3 numbers on it. Hey, this is a fake.
What picture are you talking about?
This keypad needs a 3-digit code. Safes? Security card. Made sure this place was soundproof.
I've assembled the spirit radio. Tonight will be my first attempt to contact my husband.
Oh, shit.
The radio is working. I hear voices that are incoherent, eerie, and tantalizing. There must be some way to amplify the power. My last attempt was a near disaster, similar to what happened to Tesla back in 1899. The frequency caused a vibration that increased until I thought the house would split in two. I had to smash the radio.
Oh, you can.
Now I have to start all over. I don't want to get my hopes too high, but I believe I've made contact. I brought the radio into the lab, and I swear that being close to Charles's cryo chamber has intensified the signal. I'm sure it's his voice, but I can't understand what he's saying. I've recorded hours of the voice and had experts analyze the audio from every angle. We've deciphered 3 words: void, return, immortal. I've reached an impasse. I wonder if the Tesla egg, could it amplify the radio's power? It's been weeks since I've heard Charles's voice on the spirit radio. I wonder if the Gideon parasites have moved ahead without me and brought him back to life. It's been years since I made an entry in this video journal. Charles is dead and lost to me forever. And I will die soon. The translator lives, and one way or another, whoever sees this, Mantis, Mason, it's up to you to stop the translator.
Yeah, do that.
Stopping the translator isn't going to be easy, and the Tesla egg and spirit radio seem to be the keys. Somehow the information Margaret Leonard took to the grave needs to be uncovered. Is that even possible? I have an eerie feeling it is. Now there's something you don't typically see in a residential home.
You bet. Angry plus syringe equal peace.
It's a chemical mixer for creating medicine. I'll need to place a vial filled with alcohol and valerian flowers in here to create medicine for Mantis. Well, hell, that ought to do it. This medicine should control Mantis's pain.
Well, can we use it?
Not much here except for a chemical mixer. Not much here except for a chemical mixer.
Oh,
well, hell, that ought to do it. This medicine should control Mantis's pain.
Cool. What do we have here?
That's the interocitor IQ measurement system. I should try this baby out and see what a genius I am.
Don't Tex. You may not like what you find. Dr. Zaius was right. A man like you is inferior to the simian in every way.
That was fun.
This machine monitors electrical activity in your heart. Looks like something unethical happened in here. Looks like something unethical happened in here. The glass is shattered. Was something trying to get in or out?
Oh well. Let's see if we can find this angry dude. To entry.
I waited near the front door, ready for him to show up, but not as ready as I should have been.
That's not how you... Hey, American Yin Gang.
Sorry, I can't control it.
Well, you take care of your work, take care of you. You make sure everything's in order. They are just games after all. Make sure the important stuff is taken care of. And the game is about this detective called Tex Murphy. And it's a fan game. It was a crowdfunded game. Because Tex Murphy was an old character from older game series, back when point-and-click adventure games were really huge. At some point, they made a style came up that is called FMV games for full motion video games. It was when consoles began to run on CDs and DVDs. They could handle videos, so somewhat decent. So people were like, okay, instead of making graphic, we just videotape someone and then have some sort of very simplistic game determine what videos gets played. Kind of like a build your own story. and so it was very popular back then, and Tex Murphy was a very popular character. The style hasn't really caught on today, but then I think it was a few years ago, 2 or 3, because of Kickstarter, and if anything works on Kickstarter is nostalgia. A lot of people came together and say, hey, we want to support, we want another Tex Murphy adventure. So they they crowdfunded this game with the same actors, but it's many years, so they've been older. They age a bit, but they make up for that, saying that in this game it's been 7 years, but it's been more than that. And I was hoping that it could give us like a nice story to, like a detective story to follow, but the game around it is very sloppy. The graphic, you just run around and click on things until you move on. So it's not the best of experiences. I had to. But I'm hoping to finish it today, and then we can start on a new game tomorrow. Maybe something with a bit more action in it. I don't know, but that's what the game is about. Like always, all the videos, all the Let's Play that I'm doing, it's gonna go on YouTube. Tesla Effect, as this game is called, it has its own playlist. So this one is going to be the 3rd episode. So whenever the planets align for you, if you really want it, you can just rewatch those, or you can skip to the important part. That was the game's about. So yeah, that's where we are. But you make sure that everything is the that all the basic, the fundamental, the necessary stuff is taken care of, and then you can come back. I mean, I've been playing for an hour and 16 minutes, so there's, and you know, I usually set around 3 hours for a play session, so we have at least an hour and a half left before, and I'm thinking the game feel like it's wrapping up, so maybe I'll extend the play session, you know, just to make it nice, to get the ending in it. But I don't know. We'll see about that. But here you can see the full motion video, the FMV in action, and then we got 3 different solution here. What would be like strike a deal, state the obvious, ignore the obvious. Doesn't really matter.
Are you the one who prays? Oh my hell, praying mantis. God, what an idiot.
That was Margaret's code. So she did see you. It just seems strange she took such a risk coming to see you.
The makeup and the green screen and everything is a bit sloppy, to be perfectly honest.
Because I was there.
You know they had a pretty fair budget. I don't know.
Yeah, well, she pretty much accomplished that.
Yeah. And here you are. Seems kind of strange.
Strange? You know what I find strange? I saw a video of Margaret torturing you.
She wasn't torturing me. She had been helping me for a very long time.
But you're a Morlock. She made you this way.
You can't blame her. I chose this path. I volunteered to take one of the greatest technological leaps of all time. Crowd technology. I was one of the founding members of the Tesla Legacy Society. Along with others, I allowed myself to die and be brought back. We dreamed of waking to a world reborn. We found ourselves worse off than before. And worst of all, we no longer were the people we had been. The cryo-sleep had unforeseen complications.
Well, at least cryogenics is now partially covered under major medical.
Only a few of us escaped the physical effects.
I'll get back to it, just let these people talk.
Worse is what it did to our minds. Drove us to madness.
So how come the Tesla Society hasn't taken care of you guys? Certainly the burden shouldn't just fall on Margaret.
The Tesla Legacy Society and its creations are no more.
So what happened? I mean, I know a little of your history since Charles Johansson joined you.
Johansson. I believed in him once. He was our martyr. We carried his work to the foot of his holy cryo chamber. We knew that one day he would return
hardly make
to take us to this glorious future.
Plastic.
And he did return.
Edges. Hardly.
Yeah, he was now the translator. He was delusional only as the greatest zealots are. He believed he knew the will of Tesla. He was going to create a gateway, a celestial conduit between heaven and earth. He called it the immortal coil.
Catchy.
He was determined to build it at any cost, and in the end we banished him from the society. But he didn't stay banished. Months later he returned with a small group of men, led by the one known as Slade. They attacked the facility, sparing no one.
Bad acting.
I saw Slade himself put a gun to my wife's
I guess the
head
sloppiness and the humor is kind of part of the style,
life.
but there's some of it is just. I mean, you can have the bad acting, but there's just no reason for the bad green screen effect and some of the graphics we've seen.
When it was over, they removed every trace of the Tesla Legacy Society. Its files.
And sometimes we just get really long cutscenes like this, and that goes with the style.
Key bit of information.
But it's certainly not everyone's cup of tea.
Radio frequencies. They were stored in the clouds that Charles never knew about.
And these were important.
It may be the only way to stop Charles from activating the immortal coil.
And that would be
bad. It's very bad. As in splitting the planet in two bad. I'll tell you where to find the egg. But I need you to find those frequencies first.
Before I head off to the Tesla Legacy Society, I get a call from Thompson Ald inviting me over to his house. Sounds like he's ready to talk.
Any luck locating the spirit radio?
I've got some leads, but it all seems to tie to something called the Immortal Coil.
That's CGI, though.
I found something you might find interesting. They did some experiments with interfacing brain circuitry.
But yeah, if you stay around for this question, I'll set you in on the details of the story.
Memories are simply electronic impulses, and we are the sum of our memories.
That's nice of it.
You're a completely different person than you were 7 years ago. But your essence is exactly the same as it was that night with Chelsea outside of the Golden Pagoda.
How do you know about Chelsea?
Well, first, and you may already know this, Chelsea is Margaret Leonard's daughter. Now, Margaret had lost her husband, and she was overwhelmed. So she put Chelsea in the care of a mutant family, the Bandos, and then tried to forget that she'd ever had a child.
That's pretty cold.
Well, it was a decision that she's regretted for decades. Years later, when she found Chelsea living at the Ritz, she rented a room so she could be close, but never revealed her true identity.
Yeah, and that's why we got abducted.
Now, Margaret was being funded by Gideon Enterprises, and an opportunistic manager named Dalton Fisk found out that Margaret's husband had stolen some very important documents.
The Tesla cache.
Dalton tried to force Margaret into reanimating Charles, but she refused and then disappeared. But then Dalton discovered that she had a daughter, and he came after her. Now, this much I can tell you. She's alive and well and living a new life. But I hope you'll understand that even if I could tell you more, I wouldn't.
Margaret was so frightened for Chelsea she gave her away. I mean, if I have to, I will too, because I never want to put Chelsea's life in danger.
I'm glad that you see it that way. It's really for the best. And now you have your own new life to lead. Which reminds me, I meant to get you the canister.
Yeah, except I can't remember my new life.
Well, maybe that's not such a bad thing. But if you decide to use the spirit radio to try to get answers, you'll need help. Wait here.
This is where I come in. How about we go get that cryo chamber with old Maggie's head in it?
We can't let him have it.
Oh, hold on, partner there. No need to get violent or anything. Let's just see if we can work this out, okay?
Oh.
God. Oh, up there, is it?
He took that pretty much. Oh, he's...
You're hurt pretty bad. We've got to get you to the hospital.
No, you have to stop him. If they get inside her head, it will undo everything that Mason was fighting for.
Look, I know what they're after, and I think I can beat them to it. It's the Tesla egg, so let's just get you out of here.
Go! Go!
You're coming with me. Come on.
Oh, he's capable of getting up on his own. He's... Okay, well.
I couldn't shake the look of fear I saw in Al's eyes as he was lying in a pool of his own blood. Slade had blown a hole through the little man without even a second thought. Could I really have been partners with someone like that? Maybe I did change over the last 7 years, but if I did, it has to be possible to change back. I need a weapon I can use against these psychopaths. I knew my only hope was somewhere at the Tesla Institute. Slade's trumped me at every corner, but the ace may be at Tesla.
Control adulthood. With the blood. And more. So yeah, the guy in the dress code, dressed looking like a detective, is the detective, the titular character Tex Murphy, one we're playing at, and he has a memory loss. He can't remember the last 7 years of his life. And in order to get that back, we need to find something called the Tesla egg. they're really excited and interested in some Tesla inventions. And the memory loss we got is artificial. He got it from a canister. It was injected to him. So there's an antidote, and then there's a phrase, some words that you can say. We don't know what that is yet, but we helped someone else who also had an artificial memory loss. That's what we're trying to do. Since this is of course a fan crowdfunded game from Kickstarter, it's full of fan service, and not like in anime, but there's a lot of callbacks and throwback, and a lot of guest characters, reappearing characters, like, oh, remember this, remember her, remember, like there was a fan who wanted there was a Tex Murphy fan, say, oh, I want the freeze gun from that case, and we had to get a freeze gun. I didn't play any of the old Tex Murphy adventures, so I don't understand what is going on, and I'm not sure you can actually blame the game for that, but it does, for a new fan, it does make for a confusing ride. You lord.
I'll need a security card to get inside.
An interesting feature is that the flashlight reveals clues, but sometimes you just need that extra light, even though you don't want the clues. And most of the puzzles are always just like this. Obstacle, solution, very close by.
This piece of equipment could be from a Jules Verne novel.
Could be. A Robocop movie. But yeah, I loved the, especially Monkey Island. I started with the third one, Curse of Monkey Island. And I would love to replay that here on stream. But but there's no way to get Monkey Island legally, so I'm a big of a pickle there. Hello, more game music. Oh, have you played some of the old text game? Pandora Detective? Well, maybe I'll look into it. Now we have to use this key here. You played all of them. Have you played this one? How do you find it then, as a fan? Because it's definitely made for fans.
This is my first step in getting the spirit radio frequencies. Nina said I have to get the power up and running in the reception area and get through to the atrium.
Sometimes we have problems like this where the audio for the dialogue is suddenly just very much lower than the music. Okay, well, how do you?
Now that's a handsome blow.
I didn't even get to see the picture. What do we have here?
It's a key.
It's a key? Nice to know.
It's a battery.
But as a Tex Murphy fan, someone who played all the old games, you think, is this game good? Does it live up to the legacy? Is it like a great last hurrah, or is it just a disappointment? I don't know. I mean, I would say I was a fan of Monkey Island, and I think some of the new Monkey Island games, the ones that Telltale did, it's just not the same. They're too different. But hey, I still have the old Monkey Island games.
We won't be able to open this door until power is restored to the reception area.
Well, let's try and restore the power.
The power console needs to be opened with a key.
Oh, we have a key then.
Console needs a battery.
Boom.
I'll need to use use some DNA of a Tesla employee to get inside the security room.
Security breach, you don't say. Well, oh, of course, the gum. The
gum's too hard to work as a DNA sample. However, if I got it wet, it might be useful.
Okay.
The jungle's reclaiming this area in all directions.
To find some water. Oh, there's more text game coming. Okay, well I hope they be bigger for like new fans. To keep going. I guess this is more like a. Oh, here we can get some water.
It's a styrofoam cup. Well, water cooler's out of order.
What? There he is. Nikola Tesla.
Must be pretty cool to have a society named after you. The only other one I can think of is John Birch.
Well, I'll let you know that there's actually something called John Cleese Society Aarhus and the area around Aarhus in Denmark. So John Cleese has a society as well.
What spider could have spun this? Must be the size of a Volkswagen.
That's a big spider. But where do I get some water and what do I have for tools? I have a cup. I have a picture. I have gum that I need to make wet.
Due to the damage of harmful radiation to our planet, there has been an outbreak of food insecurity, preventing access to nutritious and adequate food amounts for billions of mutants and norms around the globe. The Tesla Legacy Society has made it a top priority to repair food access, utilization, and stability by improving nutrients through genetically modified soil. The soil is designed to grow food with much more desirable genetic structure. This food is perfectly safe for human consumption and even has the potential to increase the size and health of livestock.
Oi. Okay. I don't think it helps if you want to integrate like two different species, like mutants, in a society. If you refer to one of them as norms.
Big Jim Slade was merciless.
Security breach.
Where can I get some water? Oh, do you have like the lamp going through your head? Yeah. Nasty. Really no water out in the jungle? Water. Or do I need to get water from somewhere else entirely? Well, we can utilize the game's hint system, which is not really a hint system, it's just here's the entire solution. First aid kit on wall. Huh. So first aid kit.
Well, it's a bottle of glycerin. glycerin, known for moisturizing.
Okay, now we can combine these.
Hey, it worked!
The gum.
What crime against humanity have you created?
That's what you say whenever I do something.
This memo refers to some form of lethal energy loose in the facility, but there's electric defense gates that can be used as protection.
Okay, let me just see, because we need to fix the... The music should be lower then. I don't think that lowered the music.
No. This must be the security room where they monitored activity throughout the facility. That accomplished nothing.
Alright, I wanted to examine it.
No fun, math problems using dominoes. Wonder what the 3 solutions are.
6 divided by 3, that's 2. 6 divided by 3, that's 2 again, so that means that 5 plus 2 this will go 7. And what was it? I can't read it when you have...
No fun, math problems using dominoes. Wonder what the 3 solutions are.
There we go. And 3 divided by 1 is 3. 9 divided by 3 is 6. So, I can't remember the first one. I'm also stuck. Let's do it again. That's just happening. Now that, on the other hand, reminds me of good old video games when you had to take out a block. Scramble some no. Well, there's my pen. Well, here it is. So, 6 divided by 3. That's 2. 6 divided by 3. That's 2 again. 5 plus 2 equal 7. Then we had 3. 9 minus 3 equals 6. So, wonder if 276 is the winning combination here. It was. And what we got?
Well, smoke bomb.
Useful, I'm sure.
We won't be able to open this door until power is restored to the reception area.
Isn't power restored? Oh, yes, possible. Okay.
This picture's of a handsome bloke named Danny. This picture's of a handsome...
Danny.
This door doesn't stay open for long. I'll need to figure out a way for it to stay open long enough for me to get inside the atrium. That's not right.
Okay.
That won't work.
What will work? Broken chair.
I can use your chair.
Oh, nice.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Ah, cool.
That was not pretty. Remember, lasers can cut you in half. Try to avoid stepping into them.
Oh, lasers. That's why we need a smoke bomb. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna need a small break and then I'll be right back. Here we are. Back again. With game and all. So. What is this all? What's it? Mine? It was.
Control, Alt, deleted.
Well, so far so good. We need to get to the Titan reactor, which is only accessible on the second floor.
What's with all the mines? Access permitted, but not really.
Those proximity mines are blocking stairwell access to the second floor.
You could have just kept running. Or not.
Maybe there's a different way to handle this.
I would assume there is.
Even in death, you disappoint me.
Not even Sam Spade had a spade this good. Perfect for...
Maintenance room. Where's the maintenance room? There's no maintenance room here. Conference room. These could look like game developers. I'm just saying. Or Kickstarter backers. Yeah. Those could be that.
This restroom's a mess. I guess I'll just have to hold it till I get home. It's Mike and Ike Hammer Candy Comic. Butterscotch on the rocks.
Maintenance room. Haha. There's some working droids. Oh damn.
The Morlocks have become cannibals. It's a battery. This console controls the maintenance mechs. Needs a battery.
Whee! Oh. My new drone buddy. Woohoo, made it through. So now the stairs are open. Puff. Well, whatever I need was on the second floor.
projector still looks operational. This card could get me inside the executive lounge. This vent is huge. It could take me to other parts of the building, but the screws are rusted tight.
Let's see what else. Really? Nothing more? That's interesting. You have a hole in the ceiling. Project management.
It's a battery. There's no way I can get through this door. It's a facial scanner that grants access into the Titan reactor. I'll need to trick it into believing I'm in upper management.
Well, I have this image of a guy named Danny.
Man, I don't even know what I was trying to do. It's a facial scanner that grants access into the Titan. I need to trick it into believing I'm upper management. It's a waste of time.
Okay.
That was a waste of time. Is that accomplished?
So is it the wrong picture or am I completely wrong idea?
Boy, screwdriver.
Apparently I didn't keep on to the screwdriver from before.
Well, there's no card reader at this door. I'll have to find another way around.
I hope you saved your game, because I forgot to do that for you.
Aha. Did you know? Okay, so that's what those are. Coin. The fuck is this? Stuck mutant.
The Masters of Mayhem missed this. It's amazing what time, humidity, and explosive devices can do to efficient office design.
It all sounds really nice. Oh, I guess that was it. Executive lounge entrance.
This card grants access to the employee lounge. I bet it's spectacular.
lounge. Executive lounge.
Well, there's no card reader at this door. I'll have to find another way around. Must be quite the executive lounge. I need a card to get in.
I have that. What now?
Well, looks like things got pretty rambunctious here in the rec room. That Morlock looks to be blind, but I bet his hearing's still pretty good. I need to be quiet at all costs.
Oh, okay.
That stuff will take the enamel right off your teeth. And this vending machine still accepts change.
Can I use the coins?
Ah, delicious Red Bolt. This stuff strips the enamel right off your teeth. Well, there's no card reader at this door. I'll have to find another way around.
Vending machine of zo stil. Red bolt on busted valve. Okay.
There's no way I can get through this door.
Hello.
Spider the size of a Wolverine that just entered there.
Do I die from this? I do not.
Perfect for arts and crafts project. No scissors. I better not run with these.
You better not.
Tesla's director of operations reminds me of my smart-ass professor in college. Belittled and riffed all of my efforts. Popsicle sticks. Yummy.
So I guess we use the full body image to... Okay.
Tommy.
I need to cut it out first.
Are you trying to make an interocitor? Because you're failing. Dear God. How hard did you hit your head? Are you trying to make an interocitor? Because a match made in wherever you believe you go when you die. For me, it's a garage sale. A match made...
It's a facial scanner that grants access into the Titan reactor. I'll need to trick it into believing. Well, that won't work.
Okay, what then? Popsicle sticks with glue. Okay.
Dear God. Hey, it worked.
Guess I better not be too creative, because it won't work.
Step within the accepted range. Identity not detected. Access denied. Step within the accepted range. Welcome, Kevin Maltby. Access granted.
Welcome to the Titan reactor. Somewhere in here is the key to restoring power to this facility.
Yay!
I need to restore power to the elevator if I want to travel to different levels in the Titan reactor.
Coolant distribution failure. Power distribution failure. Okay.
Elevator on board.
cooling fans are behind this door.
Oh, it matters where I point. That's weird.
I came down to Tesla yesterday to get the Spirit radio frequencies. Now I find myself on center stage in a Titan reactor, with a possible meltdown scenario in progress. I need to restore the cooling rods to stop the process, but only if I don't want to be at ground zero of a nuclear wasteland with a 200-mile radius. Great, I've got to insert the cooling rods back into the middle of the Titan core. I need to get to the 3rd floor and then press the rods in the proper order. Time for a little trial and error.
Malfunction.
Interesting system.
Malfunction. Core temperature overload.
Nothing here I can react with.
Malfunction. Malfunction. Core temperature overload.
Not one. Two. Two, one.
Malfunction.
Malfunction. Core temperature overload.
Containment field 90% core.
2, 1, 3, 4. Okay. Is everything good? Everything looks good. Haha. Here we go back. What is this?
Great. How am I supposed to reboot you?
How did that happen? Satellite. Hello. Navigate to communication center on level 3. Okay. I guess that's not this communication center. How do I navigate around that? Right.
Get to the communication center on level 3.
Okay. Communication center, level 3. Is the elevator working?
There's no way to get these elevators working. I'll need to take the stairs.
The stairs it is. Stairs. Ah, we didn't.
Way to go, Tex. You truly are the idiot savant detective. Maybe next time try a different strategy?
I'll try that. Those are the stairs. Nothing else that is stairs. How do we stairs?
It's an energy neutralizer. Safe for humans, but deadly for other forms of life.
Suppose you could do that. Biometrics. Medical.
Gas mask.
Gas mask.
Now we need to find the satellite control system. Now we need to find the satellite control system.
Is this guy on fire? Lost at source.
plasma containers here are broken. There are probably more in the biometrics lab.
What do we have here?
This type of silicone makes an incredibly hard shell, almost impenetrable. If I could find a way to disperse it, it could be useful. Get to the mech battery recharge station with this proximity bomb in the way. I need a way to neutralize it. This station is monitoring a mech. It looks like it's in some sort of beehive. This station is monitoring a mech. It looks like it's in some sort of beehive. It's a silicone spray gun. Now, I've used these before to create a blast-proof shell.
Hey, it worked!
Well, the station runs on plasma energy, but the container's empty. That's a charging station for mech batteries. Well, the station runs on plasma energy, but the container's empty.
Okay.
This mech battery could be useful, but it needs to be recharged. I bet there's a recharging station nearby.
Yeah, I bet you're right.
This station charges mech batteries, and I'll need a plasma container for it to work. Well, the station runs on plasma energy, but the container's empty. This needs a full plasma container in order to recharge the battery.
Okay. Where do I get one of these?
We could cut through almost anything.
What's up, dude?
I'm gonna have to restart the entire satellite system. I need to find the auxiliary power station to reset it. Extinguisher. Good for extinguishing fire.
That's what I need. How did...
Finally, you'll get to meet the Great Lord Shodan!
It's an old bug bomb. There must be some new bug bombs. An industrial strength bug bomb. Oh great, Tesla bees have set up shop here. I won't be able to cross through here without sedating the bees first. It's an old bug bomb. There must be some new bug bombs around here somewhere.
Be hesitant to call the bug bombs working, giving all the bugs.
Oh, great. Tesla bees have set up shop here. I won't be able to cross through here without sedating the bees first. It's an old bug bomb. There must be some new bug bombs around here somewhere.
Be hesitant to call the bug bombs working, giving all the bugs. fire to put out or something to blow up? Bypass the beast. Huh? Okay. Bypass the beast. Well, that worked.
Auxiliary power station is embedded in the hive. If I could restore power to that mech, he could blast away the hive and I could get through the door.
Okay. Hello. Navigate to biometrics on level 3 and use plasma cutter on the floor. Boy, this game is complicated. Biometrics. Biometrics.
Now this card reader's destroyed. Well, this plasma torch is busted. I'll need to find another one.
Who is you making that noise? What? Defense engineering, yes sir. Yay! Let's find some beasts. Blow a hole in the hole. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. With the bees on level 4. They were, right? Interesting place to have a battery. Wait.
There's a battery compartment on the next leg.
Ah.
I need to extinguish that fire before I can get inside the auxiliary power plant.
Hello. What even is going on here? Yep, level 3, communication center. IPs. Sure is running a lot. Mildly walking. Okay, communication center. Where was that? You probably shouldn't be standing there. Ah. Haha.
The oscilloscopes on the Spirit radio each need to have both the frequency and amplitude adjusted. The lines will start white and then turn yellow once the amplitude or frequency is correct. Once the desired frequency is achieved, the line will turn blue and the operator can move on to the next oscilloscope. There are 3 stages to the Spirit radio. Once complete, the operator will be able to make contact with the dead.
Okay.
The oscilloscopes on the Spirit. After I downloaded the Spirit radio frequencies, it was time for me to leave the Tesla Legacy Society and visit Mantis at the Swamp House to find out the exact location of the Tesla egg.
I don't know that. Anything. But that'll have to wait for tomorrow, because we have just passed the 3-hour mark for this gaming session. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow with more Tesla Effect, a Tex Murphy adventure. Thank you for stopping by, commenting, those of you that have. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see some, if not all of you again tomorrow. So, bye. There you are. Bye.